A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodge Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like you're...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well.
Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Trying play action. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Maybe a crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts it.
Caught, and he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's Mensah to throw. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Looking for space, it's Hosley. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Harris. And that had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll run it. It's Hosley. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return in, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Corralled by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Just plowing ahead. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with and that ball's on the ground behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The run inside. It's Hosley. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And some room to work. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Snagged out of the air.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Nice move there. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to...
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking left. Got him downfield. Hits him with a stiff arm. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pulls it and runs it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now. See if they can continue to get some momentum, but keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Throwing, Mensah. Got the quick pass. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Mensah. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. To throw, it's Mendoza. Time to take a shot. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hosmer. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the catch. It's made. Georgia Tech spends its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hosley. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense...
Got a little grass. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Keeps it on first down. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Hands it off on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They moved the football well in the last drive, but, man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Makes it past the marker. Flying down the left side. The 30. He's at the 10. He is in! Touchdown, Canes!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The play action fake. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Heaves it on the run. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. The throw. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. This dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. On the ground with the counter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The RPO, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's May. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not.
Lofts one high and deep. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Bringing it back, breaks the tackle, and runs through another one. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Hurricanes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There's some room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes, back able to make a cut, first down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Here's a heat. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying.
Got some room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Addison. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Got a little space, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. So now it's 2nd and long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. line. Touchdown, Miami. And the route. On. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll go right back to it, and they'll knock him down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finding some room. Bust through behind his... And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be calling a hot route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.